Welcome to CB10 Speaks. I'm your host, Bailey Jeremy, and we are here at the Public Safety Forum, breaking the cycle of gun violence. And I'm here with our guest, Davon Woodley. How are you?
I'm blessed and highly favored.
Awesome. Thanks for coming.
Thank you for having.
So you have a few things that I'm curious about. The first one is Mayor's Action Plan, and you also are engaged with All Kings. So if you can, just tell us a little bit about the work that you do. And you can start off by just telling us what the Mayor's Action Plan is.
Absolutely. So the Mayor's Action Plan is something that was initiated through the Mayor's Office of Neighborhood Safety and Neighborhood Safety Initiative. I have the fortunate pleasure of working with an awesome organization, Center for Justice Innovation. And the department I'm under is Neighborhood Safety Initiative. And we operate through the Mayor's Action Plan by going to different developments, NYCHA housing residents throughout the 5 boroughs.
Nice.
And I have the pleasure of representing my community of Harlem, Polo Grounds. We go into these developments and we focus on giving power back to the people. So I have a team of stakeholders who are residents of Polo Grounds, 15 of them, who are a part of amazing opportunities for participatory budgeting. And we focus on different buckets. So it's economic stability, health and wellness, safety, justice, housing, and emotional well-being, and space activation. So we try to take all of these top priority issues and see what the community wants to do to create actionable change. So the Mayor's Action Plan, Mayor's Office of Neighborhood Safety, allocates anywhere between $30,000 to $150,000, depending on different grants and participatory budgeting practices, to actually give money back to the community in NYCHA housing to develop things that they would like to see change or added to beautify or help the quality of life in their community.
So are these what do you call this? Is the team that you're working with in Polo Grounds, is it like an advisory board? Like, what do you call?
We call it it's called the MAP team,
the MAP
Action Plan team.
Okay.
But I like to call them my superheroes.
Okay.
They're the closest to the problem, but even closer to the opportunities for resources out.
So how many groups of superheroes do we have? Like, there's Marvel, there's where are we in the realm of New York City? Like, you said that you're in Polo Grounds and you said that these are specifically collaborated or within NYCHA. So like, how many groups are in Manhattan, for example?
So in Manhattan, specifically alone, we have Polo Grounds, St. Nick houses, as well as Wagner, Jefferson, Johnson.
Okay.
Exactly.
Cool.
So CB 10 and 11 for Manhattan alone. So we have 15 internal sites.
Okay.
Right. And the sites are also in Bronx and Brooklyn. For our external sites, for other external partners, they have Queens, Brooklyn, Staten Island, and other places as well.
And how often do you meet?
The stakeholders meet every week, once a week.
Okay.
And we always have an agenda because there's constantly issues that are coming up or things we're trying to solve within the community currently. We also work diligently every year on an action plan, which is something that we do quite consistently. Every year, we throw a huge block party, whether it's inside the development or right there on the street, shut the whole street down. And we get the community of residents to come out and actually participate in fun games, activities, music, free food, but also a chance for them to vote for actionable change in their communities. Currently, this year, we had a chance for the community to vote, not only on a playground, but where would they like it, where they want it to be. The other issue was, what type of playground is it going to be, right? So we created the first ever neurodiverse playscape in NYCHA development history. As you know, historically, for land use purposes, it's very hard to get anything implemented inside of any NYCHA development
yes.
that's concrete, right? So in this case, I'm very proud to say that we are trying to represent a community of residents that feel up and invite them to have point of contention of having inclusive play. So any child with ADHD, Down syndrome, all the way to high functioning autism can enjoy this space. It's called Joyful Haven. And just throwing it out there, we're having a
Is it does it exist?
Yes, it is. It literally got built today. Completely done today.
I'm going to Polo Grounds.
We're having
so don't be mad if you see me jumping around on slides and stuff. I'm going to be there.
We're having a ribbon cutting for it this coming Wednesday.
Nice.
June 26th.
Nice.
4 to 7 p.m.
Okay.
It's going to be amazing. I would love to have.
No, I'm putting it in my calendar. I promise. Absolutely. I promise. Yeah, I'm going to really try to make that. That sounds awesome. Yeah, I mean, you answered a lot of my questions. Just thank you for that explanation. It was very sufficient. And I really did not know about the mayor's action plan. So I'm glad that myself and the listeners were here to hear all of this. It sounds like a really powerful initiative. So just good work. And before we go, I want to give you the space to just mention All Kings and your contribution to that initiative.
That's amazing. Thank you so much for the opportunity. So I'll start with a little journey, right? All Kings is a peer-led men's group that specializes in helping any man over the age of 18 with deep emotional wellness work. So it's primarily for those who are formerly incarcerated, because this is how the work started. It actually was the inception of this project came from an organization called Inside Circle.
Okay.
It's founded by a group of men who serve life sentences and now are free. But originally, they were doing this work from the inside of Folsom Prison, California, and they used to invite civilians from the neighboring area to actually come in and do deep emotional men's wellness work. And matriculated over here to New York, especially in Harlem, where any man who is fighting a case on parole, probation, been arrested, or just suffer from the perils of everyday manhood and the struggles of it, to give them an opportunity to really debrief or understand their identity emotionally as well as physically and how they show up in the world. I had the fortunate pleasure of being a part of this organization since 2019.
Thanks.
But I wish I would have found it 3 years earlier when I was released in August of 2016 from incarceration. I went 3 years without knowing that this work existed already. And ever since it's been created, I have been a part of it ever since. What we do is we do both city and nature quests. A city quest is here in Harlem, but most currently we have a nature quest that is coming up right now. It's going to be from July 12th to the 14th. We go upstate New York and we do a 3-day retreat. We take young men from 18 all the way up to the age of 80, right? We're trying to create intergenerational connections as well. And we actually do the work.
Wow.
We really do the work.
That sounds very intense and therapeutic. So. No, but those are two really powerful initiatives. I really appreciate you joining the podcast, Davon, and informing us on MAP as well as All Kings. So thank you for all the work that you're doing. And you'll see me on Wednesday for sure.
Absolutely. I have a plate of food for you.
All right. Thank you. That's CB10 Speaks. I'm your host, Bailey Jeremy, signing out.